Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is probably gonna be a pretty quick little video, but I was gonna do this little project, kinda like sort of spontaneously decided to do a quick video on it just because I like never realized this was a thing, and I kind of wish I had like thought of this and made this specific like little project a little bit sooner in my like mom life, because I feel like this is going to be such a game changer. And I also feel like when I was researching making this, I like didn't really find any videos or even like a lot on the internet of like how to put one of these together. So I thought this video might be helpful, and as you can obviously tell by the title, we're gonna be making a milestone box, which again, I like didn't even know what this was. This is something I literally just recently even realized was a thing, and I realized because someone shared that they purchased something like this off of Etsy, which I will like put a couple pictures on the screen here of what like some of the Etsy sellers that I've seen are selling, and they're beautiful and they're very aesthetic and they're very cute, but they're very, very, very expensive. Most of the ones I've seen are like $90 to $100 or more, and as cute as they are, I just didn't feel like I could justify spending that, especially when it like seemed like something I could very easily put together. And so I did like a little bit of researching and googling and finding out what supplies I would need, and I basically figured out how to put one together for like 30 bucks as opposed to like 100. So literally like less than a third of the price. Again, mine's not going to be like quite as cute as a lot of the ones I've seen on Etsy, but it's going to be pretty close, and it's honestly going to be like just as functional, which is obviously the main purpose of this. So I have all the supplies here, and I figured I would really quick show you guys like how I am putting this together. And I feel like more than anything, the important thing that you need is obviously the supplies. So I will link everything down below. Like I said, I found all this stuff for about 30 bucks, and I did like all the digging and the researching online to find these items. So rather than you guys having to like Google all these different like individual supplies, definitely just check out the description box, and I will have everything linked there for you, so you can save yourself some time trying to find the supplies you need and like the best prices. But essentially, if you don't know, I feel like you probably know what a milestone box is if you're clicking on this video. But essentially what it is it's just like a little kind of storage container for keepsakes and memories and all those things for your kiddo or yourself, or honestly like anyone as they grow up. And there's obviously a variety of like different things you can store in here, but for me, my main function of needing something like this is I tend to be that kind of person and that kind of mom that wants to save literally everything. And the way I have it right now, it's not very it's actually not organized at all. It's literally all just like in a box in my son's closet. So having a milestone box essentially sets you up to have like a specific amount of space in a very organized way for each kind of like segment of your child's life, so that A, you're organized, but B, you're kind of a little bit limited in what you can save and store, so that you can be pretty selective and not a pack rat, and like just save the stuff that's really important and that's really like meaningful or memorable and stuff like that. But I got this box. This is just like a really simple gray one with a clear lid. There are like different ones, like I said, on the internet. You can do all clear. I didn't want to do a fully clear one because I feel like I just wouldn't want you to necessarily like be able to see, like, not that it's going to be a mess in here, but I figured like the clear ones might look a little bit messier and busier. So I got a solid color one, but it does have a clear lid so that you can see on the inside. And these boxes are intended to have hanging file folders in them. So like I said, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys in a little bit more detail the supplies and how this is going to work. But these boxes come with like a little lip on either side on the inside, so that these little hanging file folders literally slip right in and they hang perfectly within the box. So they're protected by the lid, but they hang here perfectly, and you can obviously kind of like open them up and look inside. So it's almost like a little portable like filing cabinet drawer, essentially, more or less. And the idea is to obviously label each little folder in here. And I've seen a variety of different like ideas. You can do like more practical stuff like medical documents and like health records and other like important documents, or you can do specifically like kid memories, like for example ultrasound stuff and like little arts and crafts they come home with from daycare. And then as they get older, you can put like report cards and pictures and things like that. So you can kind of treat this as like a little filing system for everything related to your kid, or you can kind of make it more like a memory type of box. There's definitely like a lot of ways you can use it, and honestly these are pretty big, so I think you could potentially like do all the things if you wanted to. But what I like about this is, like I said, it is pretty big, but you can limit yourself to just like one folder per thing. So for example, like one for pregnancy, one for baby years, and then one for like preschool, kindergarten, first grade, all the way up to like the end of high school. You can have just one specific folder allocated to each like year, or you know, however you want to do it, and then you're just limited to what you can keep in this filing folder. So obviously like you can kind of stuff them because they're hanging here, so these can get kind of big, but you can't keep like an entire box worth of stuff from like their first year of school, like kindergarten, because you can end up with a lot of stuff that like you obviously probably don't need, and I feel like not all of that is going to be like equally as memorable. There's just some stuff that's inherently a little more memorable and special than others. So I feel like for me, especially like limiting myself to one folder is going to be something that I need so that I don't save literally like everything that they scribble on, which I feel like is something that I would do. And then it also keeps it very organized if you ever want to kind of like look back on it. And then I think what would be really cute and nice is to like give this to your kiddo maybe when they move out, or maybe when they have a kid or something, like when they're older, if they want to have all of their own stuff to like look back on and maybe show their spouse or their kids or something like that. You can kind of have like a whole entire snapshot of like your kid's entire like childhood, just all organized, all in one box, and like very organized and easy to look through. I just love that it can all be self-contained right here rather than like in a bunch of different folders and like Ziploc bags and kind of like stored all over the place. I feel like this way it's not only organized, but it's also kind of protected. That's the idea behind this. I am going to be personalizing it, so like I said, I will show you that as well. I'll show you the folders I used, and then I'll show you how I'm going to label it and everything like that. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'll really quick also show you guys the filing folders that I got. Like I said, I will link these down below. You can get these obviously like anywhere, and there's a million different kinds, but I decided to get this pack because it's a pack of like a multiple different colors. I didn't want to have all the folders the exact same color, but I also didn't want like a million colors. So I like how this one has 4 different colors. This is kind of like an off-white, and I like that they're fairly like gender neutral and simple. This came with 12 in here, so I definitely am gonna need a second pack. I only bought one just because I wanted to like kind of see how I wanted to do it and what they looked like and stuff, but I'm going to definitely need another box of these for sure. And I did put a couple already in here just to show y'all. But what I really like about this like specific pack that I purchased is it comes with these little like tab inserts, and then also the little labels to insert into the tabs. The folders themselves just come like plain, so you don't have to attach these if you don't want to. But I like that it came with this because that just like eliminates one additional item that you have to purchase. It kind of like cuts down on the cost and the number of supplies you need because you don't have to buy like those little stickers. Of course you could, if you wanted to be like very extra, you could totally use a label maker or a Cricut or anything like that to like make these look a little bit more legit if you wanted to. But for simplicity's sake, I like that these come with like the little inserts and the tabs, so you can just insert them yourself. So here are, like I said, the ones that I already previously did. So I just inserted the first tab on the first one, and then as you can see, they kind of like stagger. And then my next step is going to be just filling out the label for each folder on each of these little pieces of paper and just slip them into each little like tab. Alright, so I just finished all of the labels, and I just decided to handwrite them. I was gonna go get my label maker, or I was gonna like type it and cut it out, but to me, there's something I just, as like nice as I want this to be, I also just kind of like the idea of it being like very much homemade looking. And like years and years from now, when I look back on this and Cole looks back on it and all of that, like I like that it'll have my handwriting from when I was like this age. And I don't know, I think there's something kind of like cute and special about that. So I just decided to handwrite it. I said you can definitely make this more polished looking if you like, but I decided to do a pregnancy, baby, and then years 1 to 2, years 2 to 3, years 3 to 4, and then kind of transition it to like school age. So preschool, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. Like I said, I already knew I was going to need another pack of these, but I just kind of started with the one pack just to see how I was going to do it. However, I did have enough labels to go all the way to college. I figured the easiest thing would be to just do like one for each grade, and then just like one for college, obviously, rather than doing like freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, just doing like one for college, because obviously they're probably not coming home with like a ton of memorable stuff from college for the most part. So I wrote these out just so I have them, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order a couple more, and I will like include that in this video once they come in. I'm gonna be filming this over like a series of time once I have everything in, because the label for right here is not here yet either. That's coming in the next like day or two. But as you can see, like the current number of folders, like like if you kind of like push them all together, literally takes up like not even a quarter of this box. Obviously, like you saw, I'm going to be adding a couple more, but like not a ton more. So there's definitely a lot of room for you to like kind of like stuff these folders pretty wide, which is what I like. I definitely am going to like still want to save a lot of stuff, just not everything. So I like that the box is big enough to hold like a good amount of stuff, but as of right now, there's a lot of room to grow, which I think I'm definitely going to need. And I really like the colors of these folders, like even just kind of like looking at it from the top, like I was saying, I like how it's like very gender neutral. They're kind of like cute, sort of like playful primary colors. And so I really like the color selection of these. That's why I wanted to get a pack that had like a couple of different colors rather than them all being exactly the same. I'm excited. This is so cute. Also, I did want to jump in to say that I feel like obviously a big reason why the Etsy ones are a little more pricey is because they are like customized with, you know, names or initials and things like that, which obviously if you have a Cricut machine or anything like that, you can totally do on the machine. But I was actually able to order, you can obviously order custom stickers on Etsy as well, but I actually found a listing for customized like name stickers on Amazon. So this one is going to be customized with this name just like the Etsy ones would be. So like I said, I will link down below the listing for the customized stickers on Amazon. Like I said, you can make your own, you can get them on Etsy. There's like a lot of ways to do it. You could use like letter like stickers that you can obviously buy like anywhere and then just put the stickers with their names. Okay, we are finally about to finish this guy. Obviously in y'all's time, this video has been however many minutes, but in my time, this video has spanned literally like a month, maybe even longer at this point. Honestly, I'll have to look back at the original footage because I literally thought I was gonna film this like in a couple minutes over like a couple days, like maybe 2-3 days. And this has gotten so drawn out between not being able to get the like second pack of these folders because they were out of stock. And then like, I think I mentioned I ordered a little like name decal for this that got like lost. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I got scammed. I don't know if I mentioned that in the last clip, but like I ordered a decal with his name for this and like it said it shipped, but like it never actually shipped, and getting my money back was kind of tricky and it was like a whole entire thing. So basically this has been so delayed. I cannot believe how long this got drawn out. It was still like such an easy and affordable project. It just, there was like a lot of hurdles for me, just like a lot of weird bumps in the road to make this little milestone box happen. But I'm so excited because I finally ordered off Etsy and finally got in his little name sticker, which I'm so excited about it. I will link down below the shop that I use. It's like super customizable and very affordable, and it shipped really fast and all of that kind of stuff, and it came just like so cutely packaged. So I will link it down below. I did like a lot of hunting once the first one didn't work out to get one that was gonna be perfect, and I think this one's gonna literally be just right because look at the size like in comparison to the box. I didn't want to get something like too small, but I obviously didn't want it to be too big, and since his name is only, you know, 4 letters, I, you know, kind of had to play around with like what font and size was gonna work, but I think this is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna put this on here and then this will finally be done. I'm a little nervous to get this on here like centered and straight. Maybe I should like do it this way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. You're not gonna be able to see. This is just the way it has to be, I think. Okay, I think I crushed it. Guys, I don't know what to do. Doesn't that E at the end look really stupid? That looks like an F with like a line at the bottom. Oh my gosh. Does that look dumb? Like, I feel like that E would look less weird if there was like other letters after it, but like having that at the end of the name looks freaking weird. Like that doesn't look right. And I think I did it a little bit crooked. Like it's definitely not perfectly straight, but it's like, I think it's close enough. There's also like a little air bubble right there. The sticker is like really nice. It's really nice, like quality, and I like that the back is clear and everything, but I really think I messed up with this font. So I guess I'll update y'all on what I decide with that, but just to kind of give you an overview, I know I showed it in the last couple clips, but here are all of the different, I'll do a list like down below in the description box of what I decided to do for each of the tabs, just in case you want to reference it. But these are all the ones I did, and I ended up using the full 2 packs, and I literally just have one little extra guy here. Alrighty guys, so that is everything for this video. Like I said, I hope I was able to keep this like fairly short and sweet and to the point. I just thought this might be a helpful resource if y'all are trying to figure out a way to put one of these boxes together in a little bit more of like an affordable way, or if you just like never heard of these before but like think they're a great idea like I did, and I like had never even stumbled upon them, and then once I realized they were a thing, I was like, I absolutely need that. Either way, I hope that this was helpful for y'all. I feel like as easy and like convenient as purchasing them would be, I kind of feel like it's a little bit fun to like put something like this together. It's like a fun little project and makes it a little more special that it's something that you kind of like created ever since your child was like a little baby, that they can eventually like take with them when they're much older, like grown out of the house. I think there's something kind of fun and special to having made it yourself. I just think it's cute, and honestly it was like so fun but very simple and obviously very affordable to put together. So I hope either way that this was helpful for y'all. Like I said, everything will be linked down in the description box for all the supplies and everything like that that you're gonna need. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you would like to subscribe, we would love to have you. We have so much fun here. And until next time, I will see y'all in our next video. Bye, guys.